What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of TKO Tuesday. Episode 10, we're in double digits. We appreciate everybody who listens, supports, follows along, share posts, like posts. This thing cannot grow without that, so that is vital to our success, our trajectory. And surrounding myself with a little bit of bling here. This is some of the stuff in the accolades and titles that the Gulf Coast Gloves Boxing Champions will receive. We have the Gulf Coast Gloves Boxing Championship belt there. Very gorgeous green and gold. All the country's flags on it. And we have, of course, the Champions Gloves in case the Gulf Coast Gloves, Golden Gloves, Champions Gloves. So these are two of the things that are given out to all champions once they become a champion under this banner. And as well as cash prizes that incrementally increase every time they defend their title successfully. So just wanted to bust it out, show it off. We do have our first title fight ever on this card. More on that later. But yeah, we revealed 7 new fights, really the meat and potatoes of the card, some great matchups with big implications on them. 7 new fights we revealed Sunday, so we're going to go over those one by one. But just want to touch on ticket availability real quick. We are getting very close to selling out. We said we were going to do it. We prayed for it. We worked for it, and it's manifesting and it's coming true. So we're going to have back-to-back sellouts. We're on trajectory and pace exactly like we were at the first event back in July. So we have about 70, 75 general admission tickets left. They're $35 each currently, and there's going to be one more price increase next week to $40. Cannot guarantee we're going to have those at the door on fight day. We did not last event. We completely sold out the building's capacity. If you were there, you knew what I was talking about. But you also know that at this venue, there is not a bad seat in the building. GA, balcony seating, unobstructed viewing. The tables, you get nice and close. The ringside seats. We're completely sold out of front row tables. We sold every single one of them. We're completely sold out of front row ringside, the closest to the ring. Sold out completely. We have a handful of the second row ringside just directly behind those. Those are $65 each, and we have just a handful of those left. So get them now. We can't reserve anything there. First come, first serve. We're 12 days out from fight night, so we cannot wait. 11 days out, from fight night. So, that's still available. You can get them right now. Venmo, Cash App, the Square link. And then we also have one second row table remaining. It seats 8 people. It's $400. It's sitting there. It's right for the taking. First come, first serve. So please get them. You're going to want to be there. These are a lot of fantastic fights. We got a real fiery chip on their shoulder type of roster with this one. So a lot of guys who I alluded to this in a previous episode. I think 2 episodes ago I talked about this, but this roster was filled with guys that really wanted to get on the July card, and I just didn't have room for them. And they had to wait an extra 6 weeks, and they're cranky. They're cranky, and they're ready to go. And they're not messing around, and they're coming here. And their performance secures spots on future Gulf Coast Gloves cards. So they are hungry. We got a lot of debuts. This is the most debuts I've ever led into one event, and it was a wise decision. I could tell the timing of it was right. A lot of these guys were at the first Gulf Coast Gloves. They were in attendance, sitting GA or sitting at a table, so that motivated them even further. And great to have all these guys. It's been phenomenal. We're going to have over 25 fights of action on the night. It's going to run for about 4.5 to 5 hours. Doors open at 5 p.m., first fight at 6 p.m., and look for us to wrap up right before 11 p.m. So phenomenal night of action. Concession, beer, variety of beers, soft drinks, all ages welcome. It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's truly going to capture that big event feel like always. So we're very looking forward to you experiencing it. And these fighters are ready to perform for you. So we've got a bunch of hungry guys a part of this thing. The fighter roster from top to bottom is just full of studs and guys who we've really built their names up through our promoting and their hard work and their fighting and within our ropes. And it's great to see all these matchups come together. And these guys are willing to fight anybody in their weight class. I love that. This is what this is about. So, onward and upward. We're very excited to keep it going and keep throwing the best possible fights. Entertainment value for your dollar is unmatched. $35 each. You can be in the building. Okay. So we've got a lot of action and a lot of high quality fighters and high level stuff happening with this promotion. So we appreciate you being a part of it. We care about your experience. We value your experience. It's a tough economy. So if you spend your Saturday night with us, I always say this, we're going to make it worth it every single time. So this is our 17th event since 2022, and we have not let you down on that promise yet. And we're not going to start with Gulf Coast Gloves too, I promise. So this is going to be a great event. Please be there if you can. Okay, so previously we've gone over the 15 fights on this card. That order shuffled a little bit. We have a couple of extra things we're going to go over there, but some things have changed on this card that we'll go over as well. But my wife, my producer, she keeps telling me to stop looking over to my right, and I realize it's just because this belt's so beautiful. I can't help myself. I'm very distracted in this room. Between her beauty and the belt's beauty, I'm just looking left and right all over. So I'm going to try to lock in and focus. She told me I got to be more direct and straightforward. So I'm going to do my best to be disciplined on that. So the 16th fight of the night, welcoming these two back. They've already made their Gulf Coast Gloves debuts. Keon the Assassin Culpepper from Pensacola, Florida versus James El Fantasma Montalvo from Ponce, Puerto Rico. Both guys fought for us in July. Montalvo got a unanimous decision victory. He was the first fight of the night, so he really set the energy and the pace, had a lot of people in the building supporting us, and he got a great unanimous decision win, 3-0. Great performance by him. He got a good win over a good opponent. Keon Culpepper's fight did not go his way. He lost to Roy Watson. He's right back at it. I love to see this. He didn't waver a bit. Signed up immediately. This fight is going to be in the featherweight division taking place. Both guys are just elevating their stock. I've said this over and over. It goes for Keon. Being inactive for so many events and sitting out 3 events, 4 events, 6 months, 12 months, and all that is the bottom of the barrel in the rankings. That'll get you to slide, title shots, money fights, all that kind of stuff. So the guys who are active, showing up and winning and is always the best thing, but showing up and competing, and even if you come up short, your stock still rises, So, inactivity is always the bottom of the barrel, and Keon's preventing that. He's right back in there, and he's ready to go, and he's going to show up a better version of himself. Told me he learned a lot from his first experience with it, and so he's ready to go. This fight will take place in the featherweight division, and it's the 16th fight of the night. Very excited to have these two back. Great guys and great fighters. And our 17th fight of the night taking place in the lightweight division. We have Austin Pressure Win from D'Iberville, Mississippi versus Stephen K9 Craig from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Great to make this fight. Two guys with Southern Hand Slugfest experience. In fact, identical Southern Hand Slugfest experience. Both guys have 3 fights each with the promotion. So love this matchup. Great to see both these guys come back. Austin's been inactive for a year, so it's going to be great to see him come back and lock back in and show back up. And then Steven fought for us back in March of this year. So they've put their name in the hat and brackets, been willing to take on everybody, and they've both been phenomenal pre-event. Promoting ticket sales, promoting the event. It's been awesome. They're all in, 2 feet completely in the deep end, and they're ready to go. So great to see these two return. This is actually one of the first fights I made on this entire card, 25 plus fights. And I think this was the first or second fight I made on this card. So this one's been made for months. They've been locked in. They've been all in. Equal experience. And it's great to watch them come together under this format. Longer rounds, no headgear, smaller gloves. And here we go. 2 guys with 3 fights each with the promotion. I love it. I love making fights like this. This will be your 17th fight of the night. Okay, and your 18th fight on the night taking place in the featherweight division. 2 veterans of the promotion. Anton Ackman from Picayune, Mississippi versus Brandon Conway from Woodlands, Texas. So Ackman's got 8 fights with the promotion. He fought at the last Gulf Coast Gloves. You talk about the highs and lows of Anton Ackman. I mean, you talk about a guy who's been so close so many times, fought stellar competition, and is always just waiting to break through. I said that before his last fight, and then his fight was just defined by that. Took Jay Marceau, one of our greatest fighters in the entire promotion's history, a Southern Hand Slugfest champion and competing for the first ever Gulf Coast Gloves featherweight title, deeper on this card. Anton Ackman took him to deep waters, went to a 4th round, and with about 20 seconds left, couldn't finish the fight. So he's always been that guy. He's just right there. He's right there. And that's really been the story of Anton. Very skilled, constantly getting better, always fighting good competition. But man, talk about a guy just waiting to break out. So this will be his 9th fight with the promotion. I'm very excited to see him do that, take that next step, progress, advance, and show up the best possible version of himself. And he is taking on no easy customer here, a real veteran of the promotion, Brandon Conway. I miss this guy a lot. Conway, special place in my heart for this guy. I watched this guy grow and develop so much as a fighter. He has 12 fights with the promotion, and this will be his 13th, and he'll be making his Gulf Coast Gloves debut. So Conway is a knockout artist. He's got 5 knockouts with the promotion, and they are highlight reel. 1-punch KO power, and some of those knockouts were really against bigger guys because the Southern Hand Slugfest weight classes were so different than the Gulf Coast Gloves weight classes. So really excited to see him get down to featherweight. He's got some thunder in his hands. He can really hit. I love Conway. He's a warrior. He doesn't have an ounce of quit in him, and he's very familiar with the deep waters. He's fought multiple champions. He's got some good, strong wins with this promotion. I love him. If you meet Brandon Conway, you can't not love him. Talk to him for 5 minutes and come see what I'm talking about. So awesome guy, fights for a great cause. He wears his autism awareness shorts. Brandon's just phenomenal top to bottom. It was so great to have him come back down here. He's been out for, I think, about a year with the promotion. So, and awesome to have him back. Awesome to make this fight. High level fight. This 18th fight on the night? Yeah. So I love it. Anton Ottman from Picayune, Mississippi versus Brandon Conway from Woodlands, Texas. I am getting jittery thinking about this one. Love this fight. These two just missed each other multiple times in brackets, and it's happening now. So phenomenal fight and a very important fight for the future of the featherweight division. In your 19th fight in the lightweight division, might be the most stacked weight class top to bottom, and these two add a lot of depth and validity to that statement. So Tyler Action Jackson from Picayune, Mississippi versus Tony Jowers from Bayou La Battery, Alabama. Tyler's got 10 fights with the promotion. This will be his 11th fight. Already made his Gulf Coast Gloves debut back in July. Fight didn't go his way. He's right back at it. No rest for the weary. 6 weeks later, he's making his second Gulf Coast Gloves appearance. It's great to have him back. He's still ranked number 10 in his weight class. So a really important swing fight for him. He can get right back, the momentum right back into his trajectory and climb that rankings and climb that list again with a big win here. And we welcome back Tony Jowers. Tony's got 5 fights with the promotion. With Southern Hand Slugfest tournaments, overall record of 3-2, and he'll be making his Gulf Coast Gloves debut. So one of those Sugar Rush guys, love those guys. Great gym, great stable of fighters, always show up in shape, ready to go. And these two both really wanted this fight. There was really no other fight for these two. Could have matched them with other guys, thought about it, contemplated it. Tony's currently ranked because of his Southern Hand Slugfest credentials. He slides in at number 12. With his 5 fights and what he's done. So he's number 12. This is number 10 versus number 12. This is an important fight. Going to break through into that upper echelon of the weight class. So Tony hasn't been with us for over 2 years. So I'm excited to see his development, see what he's got. And he always brought great skills to him. He got really close in one tournament. He went 2-1 in one tournament and just, tooth and nail came up short in the semifinal. So he's been very close. And Tyler Jackson has too. Tyler's made it to the finals before in a Southern Hand Slugfest tournament and just got edged out on a close decision. So 2 guys have been very close. They're on that bubble, and someone's going to pop it and break through. So this is your 19th fight of the night. In your 20th fight of the night, taking place in the middleweight division, we have Michael Hammerfist Johnson from Independence, Mississippi versus Mike Hambone Hamby from Columbus, Ohio. Great to have these two guys in there and be able to make this fight. Michael Johnson made his Gulf Coast Gloves debut with us last event in July, and he won by 3rd round knockout. Vicious knockout, big punch, put his opponent out and got his hand raised. So he's 1-0 with 1 knockout. Right off to the races. He was excited and ready to get right back in there. I called him, and he didn't hesitate one bit. So, and he's taken on his toughest test to date. I can tell you that. Mike Hamby has been with the promotion for many tournaments. I think he fought in 4 Southern Hand Slugfest tournaments. You see him getting his hand raised there. A guy who got close a lot. 1-2 fights multiple times at multiple events in Southern Hand Slugfest tournaments, and just solid guy, comes from a great gym. He's been out over a year, so I love seeing guys like Hamby come back, show up, and he's ready to go. So he's really in his good, solid, natural weight class here, not cutting too much weight, feeling strong at this weight. So good natural middleweight, and He's been inactive, but the skills are still there. Mike is a gamer. He's got no quit in him. He really, really, really puts it out there, and he doesn't look to survive fights. He looks to win fights. He actually goes in there and he tries to finish opponents, and he's very much seek and destroy. So he's got a great style. Welcome him back gladly. Awesome to see this guy circle back. And Michael Johnson, he surprised a lot of people last event. Living up to his nickname, Hammer Fist. So he's got some punching power. It's awesome to see him develop and grow, get that first experience under his belt. He was able to go round. So he got, he went into the third round. He got 5 minutes of ring time in a sold out event. So that's going to serve him well heading into this one, handling the adrenaline, handling the bright lights, and handling the pressure. So, but this will be the 20th fight of the night. A great fight. Glad we can make this in the middleweight division. Okay, in your 21st fight of the night, taking place in the lightweight division, we welcome these two debuts with the promotion, but with stellar reputations. Very glad we can make this fight happen. Mario El Patron Aguirre from New Orleans, Louisiana versus Caden Cadillac Barnett from St. Martin, Mississippi. So lightweight division, a lot of talent here. A lot of skills are going to be on display. This is a phenomenal fight. A lot of people are excited about this fight. I rarely say this because Gulf Coast gloves, you already know. You saw the first card and you're seeing the second card. They could all be fight of the night. This one's got a lot of that written all over it. So two guys who don't back down. They show up prepared. They throw a lot of punches, and they fully plan on getting their hands raised. So I'm very excited about this. I don't have much to say about it except for we'll see on fight night. They're both very confident in their abilities and their skills. Two guys with great reputations. If you don't know, you should ask around. So this is going to be fireworks in this fight. So very excited to make this fight. Plan on seeing the best version of both guys, and one of them looks to advance themselves in the rankings by getting their hand raised. This is your 21st fight of the night. And the 22nd fight on the fight card, and the last one we're going to go over on today's episode of TKO Tuesday, taking place in the middleweight division. Dylan By God Mannon from Lucedale, Mississippi versus Miles Mondo Michie from Memphis, Tennessee. Great to have these two. Phenomenal middleweight fight. Mannon has 3 fights with promotion. He last fought in the very last Southern Hand Slugfest tournament back in April. So this will be his 4th fight with us. Dylan's gotten better every time. He's learned a lot. He's got good people around him. He's just trying to level up. Dylan walks that walk. He never drops out of events. He never drops out of tournaments. And he's in there. He's throwing big punches. So he's only had some cardio issues. He's got some stuff to work on. But, he's looking to thrive under this format. He realizes the stakes. It's very different. It's a lot higher stakes than Southern Hand Slugfest tournaments. So he's taking it very seriously. He's on weight. He's training. He put a camp together for this, and I'm excited to watch him go. And we welcome a promotional debut, Miles Michie from Memphis, Tennessee. So Memphis never sends me any scrubs. When they come down here, they bring it. And I've seen some training videos on Miles. He's got good snap to his punches, good pop. So excited to have him a part of it. I've heard through the grapevine, a lot of people I trust and a lot of credible words. This guy brings it when he steps inside those ropes. So he is a welcomed addition to the Gulf Coast Gloves fighter roster. Awesome to have him. Great we can make this fight. And I got future plans for both these guys. So we'll see how this one goes, and we'll go off of that. But very excited to have this. 2 solid guys. They've been all in, promoted so well. It's been an honor dealing with these two. So this is your 22nd fight of the night. Okay, so progressively through these TKO Tuesday episodes, we've gone over the first 22 fights on the card. They are subject to change. They can move a spot or two up or down and all that. So we're going to have one more episode of TKO Tuesday pre-event. Get your tickets. I promise you will be entertained. Front row ringside sold out. Second row ringside, we have very little availability. First come, first serve. They're $65 each. Front row tables completely sold out. And second row tables, we have 1 remaining. It seats 8 people and it's $400. This will get you on the floor. Other than that, we have the balcony seating, general admission, $35 each. There's going to be one more price increase next week at $40 each. We have about 75 of those remaining, and we will sell the building out. I don't anticipate us having any available at the door. Please don't wait till next Saturday. We're only 11 days out. So come enjoy a great night of boxing, a great night of fighting. You're going to get introduced to a lot of new names at this event, a lot of high stake fights. yeah, it was awesome putting this together. So we really had a challenge with this one with the 6-week turnaround between events, because anybody can just turn out low level events that are just strung together. Fights don't make sense. Fill in here, fill in there. Just plug in use 2 or 3 gyms and just plug in cards and A side, B side, all that. To put out this kind of quality of event in a month and a half later, back to back, and then sell both events out in the same city without having the luxury of traveling, going all over the world like the UFC could do or something like that. To be able to do that in our backyard is phenomenal. It's encouraging, it's motivating, and it's very telling of what's to come. So we have a November 1st event. A lot more on that's coming up. We already have 3 or 4 fights made on that are going to be some of the premier fights that we're excited to announce. And we have a December 13th event that's going to close out the year. A full 2 weeks before Christmas. Plenty of time to get all your fight cravings in before New Year's. And we're going to kick off 2026 hot. We have a lot to announce. Look for us to throw 6 to 8 events in 2026 as well. The fighter roster is ever growing. The fan base is ever growing. The followers online is ever growing. And we can't do that without you. We can't do that without God. We can't do that without each other. We can't do that without these fighters. So we thank you so much. God bless everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for enjoying. Onward and upward. Stop underestimating yourselves and go out there and get it. God bless.